Yo, what is going on, ladies, gentlemen, and whatever else you choose to identify as? It is your boy Cam from Tweeking Media, and we are back at it again with another. This will be our second episode of the year 2026 for Attack on Culture. If you're new, if you're like, who are these fellow Black Kings? One, thank you so much. Prosper. But Attack on Culture is a weekly podcast that we do. We talk about a lot of stuff going on in the nerd culture space, whether that's in regards to anime, movies, TV shows, manga, video games, you name it. We talk about it. We got an action-packed episode for you. Got a lot of news to go over and peak Dragon Ball hype to discuss. Before we get into that, got to introduce my co-host. Got the boy Chris J. Go ahead and say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's good, my people?
And then we got the boy Trail Sav on the mic. Go ahead and say what's up to the people.
What's popping? I'm cold.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Chicago weather has been peak Chicago weather. So hopefully you've been surviving in the cold. Can't be said for the Zenin clan. Unfortunately, they wiped out the face of the earth. If you want to know how that happened, it was me who instigated the entire massacre of the clan. I was on Mikey's shoulder like Aaron Yeager. As soon as all that stuff happened and she woke up and she saw that Mai was dead, I was like, if it was me, I wouldn't let that happen to me. I wouldn't let that happen to my sister. So once she heard me do that, bro, that's how y'all got all that action-packed sequence. It's because of me. I instigated the entire incident. So shout out to Maki, shout out to that Zenin clan massacre. So after that, let's see. So we got a couple housekeeping notes. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Click on the bell icon to notified of all future posts we make on this video. And share. Please share this with all your fellow nerds. Help us get to 1K sub, guys. Again, you've shown tremendous support and keep showing support, and we go keep pushing out quality content. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So Detrell has a quick impression that he wants to talk about a TV show he's been watching. So Trail, take over. Let us know what's happening.
Yeah. If you are a fan of Game of Thrones, then you probably already know about Knights of the Seven Kingdom. It is a George R.R. Martin's another series that he had, another series of books. It's a favela of books, I think that's what they call it, about Dunk and Egg. And so out the gate, the talk around Game of Thrones and the universe and HBO is not the best, right? You got hardcore fans mad of House of the Dragon. You still got people mad about season 8. George R.R. Martin on book tours, trashing the director of House of Dragons. So there's not like a good feel good that comes out of that fandom at the moment. But Knights of the Seven Kingdom, it brings something fresh. It is a very, very, very lighthearted show, if you know what I mean. Of course, it's going to be bloody. There's going to be raunchy stuff because it's just Game of Thrones plus HBO. But even the theme of the first episode that dropped last Sunday was amazing. It felt like you were really watching somebody become somebody. You know, when you see a Dunk trying to become a knight, or not trying, he is a knight, but trying to prove himself to, other royalties and lords and stuff of that nature. It's really, really good. You get a sense of inspiration while watching the show. At least I did. When the Game of Thrones song started playing, the first time it was hilarious because it cut to him having explosive diarrhea. And pretty funny because it shows out the gate, like, hey, this is not what this show is about to be about. It is not about to be about Targaryen incest and dragons. It's about to be about a guy, a common folk at that, becoming one of the most renowned knights in the Seven Kingdoms. So if you got a chance, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, or if Game of Thrones wasn't you, it was too dark and broody, check it out. I recommend it off the first episode. I was gonna let the episodes build up, but when you at work, literally staring at a wall, you kind of start watching things on your phone. So definitely check it out. It's on HBO Max. New episode dropped tonight, I believe. So I'll probably watch it tomorrow. But definitely check out the show.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts if you have tuned into the show. If you're rocking with it, if you're not, we want to hear it. Also, Daytrail kind of hold us. Is this supposed to be night with a K or is it actually night?
No, it's Knights with the K.
Oh, nights.
You put night in the notes.
Oh,
so
my bad.
So before people go like, oh well, you spelled the show wrong. It's Daytrail's fault.
Bro, I was doing this in the middle of a service. I had to remind myself, I'm the one who.
Because like he was talking, I was just like night. So is this supposed to be night with a K? And it just like he put it in the notes. I have no idea about this show, so don't blame it on Cam. Cam ain't the one who did it.
It's my bad. I forgot I do the pod outline. So when I was literally at church, I was like, man, I can't wait to do the pod today. I'm excited. Oh, I'm the one who do that thing. So I had to run through that. Like, y'all don't understand how fast I was doing that during offering because they don't play about them phones. So I was flying through that joint. But
yeah, whatever. We'll fix it in post, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on to news. So we got a couple of news to talk about within the gaming industry and a little bit into the anime as well. So first things first, Xbox has video games, y'all.
Got games? They got
games.
That's crazy.
They realized that last year after the destructive PR campaign that they did against themselves, raising their base console price twice within months of each other, raising Game Pass prices, and also contributing to these AI data centers. They were like, hey guys, I think we're supposed to be making video games too, right? So Xbox has had a developer direct where they showcased some games that'll be coming out later on this year. So Daytrail, I'll let you take this. What are the games that Microsoft or Xbox is finally releasing for their platform?
So there's a lot of, I would say, things that they showed off. I kind of only want to talk about it's actually three big things that was showing off at that developer direct. So one big thing, and this is probably the biggest, is Fable. Fable finally showed off what's going on. And if you're not a basement dwelling grifter, it actually looked promising. I'm not going to hold you. I will say this right now. If they can nail Fable, they will have a nomination for Game of the Year next year.
Agreed.
This year. It looks really good. And it looks like they're trying some things. Like, one big thing it looks like they're trying is the cutscenes is going to be kind of a mockumentary style. So kind of like The Office and stuff like that. So you can already tell like the game is not necessarily taking itself seriously, just like the other Fable games did. But it gives you character creation. So for all the people who was mad about the main character being some ugly woman, guess what? You can make your dream girlfriend that you're never going to meet.
It's never going to talk to you.
Never going to talk to you. You are not her preference, but you can make her in that game. And then, just some of the stuff that they showed off being funny. They didn't show off too much. They're going to be more down the line. But, one of the funnier things is like, you can buy the whole town and become a landlord of everybody. So if you want to live your capitalistic dreams, you can do that.
So you can make a truly evil person in that game by being a landlord.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most evilest you can be.
Pretty much. All landlords are evil.
It's like the moment they let somebody in their house, a switch just pop in and just was like, you know what? Let me take you for everything you're worth. And then raise the rent after that. I think the only thing that people are not happy about is kind of like the morality system. It might be changed from like the other Fables. Again, we need more details on it because this is not a numbered Fable. This is not Fable 4. It's kind of like a reintroduction to the series for newer people. People have to realize us who was able to see Fable 1, 2, and 3 drop and stuff like that are elder statesmen in this game and stuff. We are not really and so there's going to be other people who have to taste the series and stuff like that. A good example, and I'll go to the next game after this, is Fallout 4. That is a lot of people's favorite Fallout because that is their introduction to the Fallout series. Though man, it's like New Vegas and other people's is 3, and then you got the real weirdos who's are like Fallout 1 and Tactics and stuff like that. But for the people, the newer age people, their favorite game is Fallout 4 because it introduced them to that series.
That was my introduction to the Fallout series, and I want to erase that memory from my existence, bro. That was one of the worst, not worst, but it was just such. As soon as I found out, because that was the game that I actually found out about what static quests mean. to that day, never in my life have I never understood the concept of what a static quest was until I played Fallout 4, and until Marcus kept saying, "Hey, got a new settlement for you to go to," and I was like, "I've been here before. I've done this before." And then as soon as I was like, "Oh yeah, no, you it just repeats forever and ever," and I was like, "Oh, this game sucks." I was just, it literally turned me off from finishing the game. Not to say that it was a bad game overall, but like, man, a lot of that quest structure was.
So being excited for Fable, I am. It is a game. Reason I'm kind of excited. It'll be dropping on both Xbox, PlayStation, and PC at the same time. So, yes.
Do y'all like not? All right. Do y'all not care about the Xbox anymore, bro? I mean, we know you don't care, but like, do you really not like? Why call it an Xbox Developer Direct?
No.
Stop. Don't even call it that no more. Just call it Microsoft Games Direct, bro.
Everything's an Xbox, bro. So hey, look, you're about to live and die by that. So, bro, if I get to play all the games I want to play without spending for another console, I'm cool.
There's no point in getting that paperweight, bro.
So speaking of another big Xbox title, really small because none of us are into racing games anymore. Forza Horizon 6 will be out in May for Xbox. They love that game.
That's not coming out on PlayStation.
It is coming out on PlayStation, but later in the year. So they said they had some development problems.
No, I don't get Forza in May.
Really? So they said they had some development problems, which is not the case, in my opinion. They're not going to release it because the Forza that's already on PlayStation right now is not even a year old. So I don't think they're going to say like, hey, I still want people to buy that game and then buy the next one that drops. So that's what's about to happen with that one. But it will be on PlayStation. Yeah. And then, so I'm going to talk about another game after this because it came out around the same time as the showcase, but it wasn't in the showcase. But I have to talk about it just for 1 second. But before I get to that, the last thing that I do want to talk about that came from that showcase is 1, Nintendo are frauds, and 3, let Game Freak work. Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah, I've
seen a game that's coming out from like this was still mind blowing us when we saw that trailer.
Yeah,
Game Freak, best known for creating one of the most beloved RPGs of all time.
And hate it.
They showed off some gameplay for that, and if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's looking nice. I'm not even going to hold you.
I was like, wow, these guys can make good games.
Yeah. You look at that and you'll be like, they can cook. It looks really nice. It's turn-based, so I know that already knocked out 50% of ball and gun gamers. But it looks really, really good. You got a dog that helps you out. That's always great. But the action, it's turn-based. But the action of the game looks really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited to see what Game Freak is cooking. If they can nail like the story, if they can nail like good gameplay, a good combat system and stuff like that, we can't no longer say if we don't like a Pokemon, it's Game Freak's fault.
It's Nintendo's fault.
It's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
I know that is for people who own Switches, that is a cardinal sin to say anything bad about their God and Lord and Savior Nintendo. But at this point, if Beast of Reincarnation come out and it's a banger, you got to talk about Nintendo. You got to.
I understand you on year 15 of your unpaid PR internship, but sometimes Nintendo can do some bad things, man.
Oh God. So last but not least, I want to talk about one more game, and it wasn't necessarily on the showcase, but it happened around this time, and we did record a podcast. But it's called Crimson Desert, and it's releasing in March, I believe. Mm-hmm. This game, and it's going to lead to conversations, right? Because Crimson Desert to me is extremely ambitious. It used to be an MMO, and then that company decided to change things up, make a single player action game. It looks crazy with all the stuff that it's doing. I come to say this. Crimson Desert realized if something that let me rephrase this. Crimson Desert made me realize that there's something that needs to be had with talking about games. And we always talk about nuance on this pod, having nuanced conversation. But even some people who have good takes are turning into just Twitter bots at this point, right? Now, this is not me saying this game is going to be great, buy this game. But people got to understand that some gaming companies cater to certain fan bases, and that's cool, right? So, real quick, because this might spring off to a longer conversation, and it's cool if it does. That's why I got the maybe on the other news. But there's this thing about big open world games that people seem to say, your game is so big, but I'm not going to be able to do this, right? And I had a crazy thought, because with GTA coming out, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, all these things, and I had this crazy thought. I'm like, brother, at this point, they literally make these big air quotes, empty worlds for those people that like them, yo. And I know a lot of people will say, well, no, I don't want that. I want something smaller and things of that nature. Then there will be a game for you. But just like I can't tell a turn-based RPG enjoyer, stop making turn-based RPGs because it's not fun to me. I can't say that. I can't, bro. I can't tell a person who spends their mortgage on 2K, stop. I don't want to play a basketball game that does that. I can't tell people that. You know, I can't tell people who play Nikkei cover up those goddamn titties. I can't do that because they made those games for those people. And it gets deeper. Like, people like to talk about Red Dead now and talk about, oh, that map is just empty. Do you know people play that game just to ride a horse? Just to ride that horse.
That game was massive.
Yeah, just to ride that horse to different areas. They play that game for that. There's people, you know, who go back and do revisionist history with Skyrim and say, oh, it's just a bunch of Draugr huts. It's not that much. All the caves lead to the same places. There's people who absolutely love that, who love going in there and fighting them thousands of Draugrs every time they replay that goddamn game, bro. I'm sorry for cursing. But it kills me all the time in which we have these conversations about a game, and before it even hit our hands, we already create this notion of it's going to be bad. It's happening with High Guard. Yes, we laughed at the Game Awards when it was the last thing that dropped. It was funny because, hey, no, nigga, we was expecting something big and we got a hero shooter. All right, we laughed. But now, at this point, we want it to fail, and that's weird. That's weird because hero shooters are made for the niggas that played it. Like, do I like the genre anymore? No. Do most people probably want to go without the genre? No. But niggas are going to play it. People are playing Deadlocked, and that game is not even in pre-alpha. And people are playing it. So you can't tell me that there's still not a market for High Guard to do something or bring something new. right? Why, as gamers, we sit there and say we hate things, right? Because at this point, it makes us look stupid. Marathon. I don't even care for Bungie. Not once do I care for a Bungie game, right? They coming out with their extraction shooters. It's not like Arc Raiders. They're just trying to compete with Arc Raiders. It's not gonna. Who thinks of stuff like this, Joe? Who thinks of a game and immediately start thinking about the negatives, bro? Most of us are not critics. Me and Cam review games as much as we can throughout our work week and stuff like that. We play. Our catalog for PlayStation is a party combined, probably almost at 1,000, like of games that we tried to play, played, things of that nature. Probably at 1,000. Chris used to play games. Elder Statesman. Ask him about his wisdom on the games that he used to play. We are not critics. We're not. We just give impressions. Even on our views from the couch, it's really just our impressions of the game. Like, because we're not critics. We're not about to go to you and tell you really the pros and the cons of what you need to put on your, on the game and stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to go to Game Freak and tell them, this genre of gamer needs to play this way and things of that nature. Can I develop that skill? Of course. But for right now, just my impressions of a game, and if I think you should play it. Everybody's not a critic, bro. You don't know how to review a game, G, and that's perfectly fine, right? It's amazing. It's cool. But let stuff breathe. Let people enjoy things, because there's a time in life that we are doing it again, right? Even ball and gun gamers. Is it fun to call people that? Yes. But at the end of the day, they love what they love, bro. Let them love it. There's people who still play WWE 2K19 because they love it, bro. Let them love it. Weird, but let them love it. Like, let them do what they do. It's awful because every subsect of anything that we enjoy is all becoming like politics of choosing sides and what's right and what's wrong and all that. Even the games at this point is just political. I remember when a game dropped, niggas just played it. Did you rock with it? Nah. Gave it to my homie. I remember you wanna know how I played Fallout New Vegas? My homie Isaiah said he think the game sucked, so you can have it. And I played Fallout New Vegas. Like, that's how I played it. So please, like, it's messing up my brain, bro. It really is. It really is. I'm sorry for doing this. And I will probably shut up on the next topic. But please, and I quote, please let people enjoy things, bro. I'm done. I had to get that. It was in my spirit, bro. I sat a week with this. And I don't do that. So please let people enjoy things.
I don't blame you. I definitely agree. I do think there is, again, like Daytrail says, I do think there are some nuance within that nuance, where we talk about, there are certain things where it's like, I feel as though depending on, and these are specific use cases, this isn't a one size fit all, where we can look at a game and there are certain games that come out and you're just like, demand more, right? For example, anime games. Do we really need a Jujutsu Kaisen arena fighter? Do we really need another Bleach arena fighter? Do we really need another My Hero arena fighter? This upcoming Gachakuta game, I swear to Lord above, if that is an arena fighter, I'm going to have fun in Minecraft. Like, why? There are certain things where it's like, I can understand the high guard situation is funny as heck too, because it's more so due to a part, whoever's in charge of marketing, you did a terrible job. It's like whoever is in charge of high guard's marketing, you did a terrible job. Apparently the game still exists. There was some type of like creator event where people got to try out high guard. No one has put anything out. I don't know if it comes
out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so in the last time they officially talked about the game was when it was announced during the Game Awards. So in terms of drawing interest, you didn't really retain that interest by not dropping anything between then and now. Now, obviously, if the game comes out, it's great. Hey, you got another W. I'm not playing that game. But I do think that there is a discussion to be had about repetition. Again, more so specifically when I talk about like anime games, because like the new My Hero game, was it? The third One's Justice game came out. Yes, the third came out, and guess what? It's the same nonsense as the last two. And then for people going like, but it's the best one. Yeah, I hope it would be. It's the third one. It's the new one in the series. Hinokami Chronicles 2 came out last year too. Fart in the wind. So I do think that there are times where, again, you look at Crimson Desert, you look at some other games that are coming out where it's like, hey, let's find out more information about the game before we really reach a census on the internet, the court of public opinion, where, hey, look, this game sucks. I hate it. This is the narrative from now on. And there's also a nuance to be had about when certain games get released that we know, looking at it, is like, nah, dog, you're milking your fan base. You're clearly, like, again, like you take a look at Pokemon Legends EA. And even though, like I said, that game is pretty average, but when that game came out and they were showcasing how that game looks and plays, it didn't look good. As people had the right to be mad about it. However, again, what I'm saying is not a one size fit all. It doesn't apply to everything. There has to be times where I believe that you need to look at that game. We need to find out more about it. We need to see more trailers, more information from developers. Let's look at the next state of play, Xbox Direct, Nintendo Showcase, all that kind of stuff, or Summer's Game Fest, Game Awards, whatever. Let's get more information about this game before we reach a consensus. But then there are times where it is valid to look at a game and go like, the third My Hero's One's Justice game looks exactly like the other two. Stop treating the game like this. So yeah, I think that's my whole stance on it. There's cases where I think it's valid. There's cases where I think people are just playing Twitter. People are just farming engagement on Twitter because you can get paid to do that now. So that's what I think. Let us know what you think about that whole situation in regards to. No, it's a good discussion to be had. And there's like I said, I don't think there's a one size fit all. There are use cases for very specific things. And people just like to take certain narratives and push it because we live in the age of engagement. There are people grifting and engagement are the go-to bag. Even if you don't agree or if you don't even care about the subject, you just want to say some nonsense. You say some nonsense and you get paid to do it, bro. So that's it. Let's move on to the next piece of news. We have the great Ubisoft reset. So Ubisoft,
it's long enough for this to happen.
the company that is behind Quadruple A Gaming, they created a masterpiece of a Quadruple A game with Skull and Bones, and as a result of that, as a result of the success of Quadruple A Gaming, they decided that, hey, let's celebrate that by resetting everything. So just a brief little thing about the whole situation. So we have basically, they said, hey, look, 6 games are getting canceled, including a remake of Prince of Persia, because they didn't.
Didn't they already cancel a reboot of Prince of Persia, or didn't another remake recently come out? Or
I think so, because the Prince of Persia thing has been in the like I don't know if it was development hell, but they've announced a lot of stuff in regards to the Prince of Persia series. And well, it's not happening anymore.
Yeah, they had 2 successful. They had 1.5 successful games. That one Prince of Persia game that was like nominated, and then it had a small role that was like free. So they was kind of trying to ride off the high of those, but I guess somebody came in and looked at the books and said,
doesn't look like a Quadruple A game to me. So they said, and then they said that there are 7 games that are being delayed to ensure that they make Quadruple A quality. It's coming from Ubisoft, so Lord knows what that means. And then They are closing down 2 studios. Yay! Let's go. So just the game industry doing what it does best. I'm gonna give my thoughts on this, and then I'll pass over to you, Chris, and then Detroit, if you want to say some things. This does nothing for me. Ubisoft, you are at this point, you are the laughing stock of the gaming industry. So I mean, there are some people who look at this and go like, okay, this is cool, like, and I, like I said, nuance. You're right to feel that way. If you think that this is going to be, if this is a step in the right direction for the company to look at some of the things that they're doing and say, all right, look, we need to focus on like not immediate successes, but successes down the line. And our way of doing that is canceling 7 games, delaying 6 games, and shutting down 2 studios. If that is the way to move forward, and if Ubisoft is able to succeed in that endeavor, that's a W for gamers, period. Like I will eat that L. I don't care. But given Ubisoft's history, I don't have any faith. I'm sorry, I don't have any faith that this is going to be a step in the direction for the right company. Step in the right direction for the company. So that's my thoughts on it. Chris, what do you think?
All I can say is they should have did something like this, but it is what it is. When I looked at it, they have to do something because they've been eating a lot of L's. But it's just I feel like all they're doing is giving a blueprint for all these other big AAA like gaming studios to do the same, and it might not work for none of them. But I get the purpose of it because you kind of giving them dedication to. It's kind of what Call of Duty does with it's like what Activision does with Call of Duty to me, based on what I read. To me, it's like it ain't doing nothing. It might help them, might not, but it is what it is. Shout out to them. If it works, it works. That's all I can say. If it works, it works.
The only thing I want to say about the Ubisoft situation is that it sucks that people got fired. It sucks that games are getting delayed. The craziest thing I learned about this whole situation is Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still set to release at some point in our lifetime, bro. That game is not shelved. It's not delayed.
That game makes Kingdom Hearts fans. That game makes Kingdom Hearts fans look like we didn't go through nothing.
I saw some dude who said the game is too big in scope for the PS5, and at this point, I'm like, bro, just release it. If it is, it'd be like that sometimes. If it ain't, it'd be like that sometimes. But I'm pretty sure the creative director of that game is saying, please let me work on something else. Please. So,
when did that game get announced? That was like
I was in high school.
I think
like the CGI trailer. The trailer that shows like the was it the gorilla and the girl in the bar or whatever. When did that trailer come out? Because like
it's still an E3 thing.
2017.
Yeah. So we coming up on almost 10 years.
I was living a whole different life.
Years, man. Like
I was living a different life.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro, because they've been blue balling y'all for years on that game.
Dude, that's about to be 10 years. Next year will be 10 years.
That's crazy. But yeah, let us know what you think about the great Ubisoft reset. Do you think this is going to be a step in the right direction for the company? Do you think that it's not going to lead to anything? Is it the same old Ubisoft that we've been dealing with for the past couple of years? Want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And moving on, we can go through this real quick because I feel like it's something pertinent. So in anime news, we have Netflix and Mappa are entering a new strategic partnership for global anime development and distribution. So this was announced January 21st. So this is pretty recent. So obviously due to the success of Mappa in regards to Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, all these things, there have been talks between them and Netflix to start collaborating to develop things in-house for the Netflix brand. I don't like Netflix. Y'all already know this. I've already made it known that I just genuinely despise that company. So I have an inherent bias against it. So I cannot, in good faith, give a nuanced opinion on this. This is coming from a place of hate. So I first and foremost admit that. But I don't know. It's weird. I'm not calling this a W. I again, like, brand loyalty is never a thing to me. So as much as I do like Mappa in regards to Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and some other products that they've worked on, I'm not gonna be an unpaid PR intern for them, and I hate Netflix. So I don't know. They haven't announced anything in regards to what they're going to be collaborating on at this moment. So we don't know. We just know that they're going to be doing it in the future. So what that looks like, only time will tell. But my thoughts in a moment, I'm in a very like meh. Monopolies are bad. If it's a collaboration where it's like, hey, we are working on this one specific anime that is going to release exclusively for the Netflix product, then okay, fine, I guess, as long as it doesn't take away from other streaming services or reduce the overall quality that Mappa puts into their development process, I'm fine with it. But overall, Chris, Detro, you got anything to add?
Trey, you go first, and
I ain't got none.
All right. Well, this is my thoughts on it because Mappa, I really fused them together. Netflix and Mappa already kind of have been sharing like Mappa already been working with Netflix in regards to certain anime already. There's nothing really significant though. That's the thing. Like in the article mentions, oh yeah, we did Kakaguri, Ranma and Rose of Versailles, but other than that, that's really smaller projects. It could just be, like I said, to me, it looks like, oh, well, we'll just continue giving you our like B tier anime and just distribute it on there, so that way it's just not bunched in with Crunchyroll's large library of anime and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, it's like I'm very meh about it. They already were sleeping together. It's just now
they're making it official.
You're making it official. Oh yeah, we're working together. We're just trying to get more. Like we're just using you guys to be like, oh okay, help us put some money in our pocket because, hey, we know how it is over there in Mappa, G. You slaving over there, G. You think Amazon hours is nuts?
That's what I'm saying. It's a collaboration between, in terms of like corporations, it's a collaboration between two scummy companies.
Oh, it is.
So it's like I don't.
it's pretty much, think of it like this. It's like Activision and Microsoft working together. It was like, huh? It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna partner together, but hey, Crunchyroll, you're still getting Mappa anime. You still, best believe, you're still getting Chainsaw Man. Best believe you're still getting all the other major like Mappa animes, but I think they're just saying, hey, continue here some of the more the B tier, C tier stuff like a Vinland Saga, which is like a B tier anime to them. Yuri on Ice, stuff like that. Nothing like stuff like that, honestly. That's why I'm really not taking it too serious, honestly. Yeah, we're just more Mappa anime on the front page of Netflix. That's pretty much how I view it. Like, oh, you're gonna see Free Ren, you're gonna see Chainsaw Man, you're gonna see those when you first open Netflix, or they're gonna be the first anime you see on Netflix. That's just how I view it.
Made by Mappa or something like that, right? Like, but yeah, so I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on the situation. Again, we need to find out more. We need more information about how this is going to look like before we can draw a conclusive conclusion of whether or not this is good for the anime industry, good for streaming services, what have you. But again, just let us know your base thoughts in the comment sections down below. And moving on finally to our main topic of discussion. So in case you're living under a rock, yesterday was peak Dragon Ball news. I believe what they call it, the Genki Dot Samuri, I believe, which is like Spirit Bomb 40th anniversary Dragon Ball live stream, where they had a bunch of announcements in regards to what's going to happen to the series moving forward. It was 8 hours. Now, obviously, they didn't stream for the whole 8 hours because they were taking place in a venue. Basically, they would it was separated into categories. So they had they would do an announcement, take a break, announcement, take a break, announcement, take a break. So out the gate, first things first. This might be a hot take. I don't know, because I watched. I basically watched like majority of the live stream. Shout out to the True. Shout out to Garesh. Watching some of my favorite, Dragon Ball content creators react to stuff alongside of it. But if it was not for that first announcement, like out the gate, if it was not for that first announcement, this would have been an L live stream. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. This would have been an L live stream if it was not for that. If it was not for them just coming out the gate like, here nigga damn, right? If it was not for that, I'm sorry, and I'll explain my reasoning for that later, but we do not have to cope any longer. No more speculations, no more rumors, no more hoping beyond hope that Dragon Ball live stream or that Dragon Ball announcement or DBS Hype just posted something on Twitter. No more of that. We finally have full confirmation that the Super arc is going to continue, with the Moral arc finally being in production. Thank God. Finally, we are getting it. So right off the bat, Detro, what are your thoughts on this being the biggest Dragon Ball fan of the podcast? Let us know what you're thinking.
Oh, bro, I'm so happy. I was elated. I almost was brought to tears, but I had to realize I'm a real nigga. It is one of the best news I could have got this year. Mind you, I was so excited. I texted early to you niggas like, hey man, will y'all wake up? Dragon Ball news. Like it was Christmas.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like Dragon Ball is a staple with cartoons and anime. It's a staple in a lot of people's lives. And honestly, people want it. It's not like something that people just tired of seeing. People want more Dragon Ball. And I'm so happy to see that we're getting more Dragon Ball. Shout out to Toria Toro, if I said your name right. Your creation is about to get put on the big screen and millions of people is about to watch it. If you don't know, he's the one who took over the manga for Toriyama. And
people regard the Moral arc as the best arc in Super. There's a lot of people who read the manga and this upcoming arc is the best. So a lot of hype going into it.
It's so much hype going into it. And, luckily, there's a lot to go with that arc. So it's not just going to be something that's small. Obviously, they can't make a movie out of it. So it's going to continue. I think the whole thing leading up to it, the manga panels getting animated.
Oh my! Whoever was in charge, bro, that was such great promotion.
Yeah. And being him flying into the screen, transforming, going out into space, because that's basically what the arc is about: is exploring more of the universe that Dragon Ball created. And chef's kiss. It's a hype that you only get when you are invested into a medium, right?
Yes.
And there's gonna be a lot of people who be like, "Bro, Dragon Ball mid, it ain't all that." This ain't for you.
Cool. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Like, this is for the niggas. Like, this is for us. Like, I love Super, bro. I love the Super. And I love what one of the few mangas I read weekly, monthly. And it's great to see it coming on, our TVs through Crunchyroll or whatever it's going to do. One of the homies in a party when we was all watching it said, "Yo, is Dragon Ball watch parties are going to be back?" Yes.
Oh my God, bro, that was peak PlayStation party sessions, bro.
We are going to go back to watch these joints, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's really good news, Chris. What are your thoughts?
Hey, look, man, I was waiting for this for a while now because at the end of the day, this is how I viewed it. Toei said, "Look, One Piece has to be seasonal." And I was like, y'all have to be doing this for a reason.
Season 1 is ending, man.
Yo, low key, that is still one of the funniest crimes against humanity to this day. Hey, One Piece is only one season. Oh, word.
Lock in.
But no, I was like, yeah, Super coming back. Muggs was trying to sell on, oh, you get a Daima too. Nobody wants that crap. No offense to Daima, like Daima was raw at his points, but nobody wants that. Muggs want to see Moro. G Muggs want to see Goku. Look, man, y'all look, no spoilers because at the end of the day we read the manga, but what Goku did to Moro, G, was some of the most comedic things I've ever seen in my life. And I want to see that animated. What Moro did to Vegeta, unfortunately, as a Vegeta fan.
Hey, if you're a Vegeta fan, this
hurt
arc,
my soul.
This arc ain't gonna be for
hilarious.
hilarious.
Hilarious. But just look, man, we getting more. And I'm happy because this is very much needed. Anime is look, it's like, as y'all see, Caleb Williams, Savior of Chicago. Anime is in a good place when Dragon Ball itself is popping. When it's popping, anime is in a good place. Everybody gotta step their game up. G, this is like GTA 6 for it's GTA 6 for anime. G, get out the way.
Yeah,
get out the way. So shout out to Toei. I know y'all gonna lock in. We're gonna really get some quality. I'm happy. I'm very much happy.
Yeah, and the moral arc for people who don't it literally like starts right there. So you remember at the scene at the end of the Broly movie where Goku visits Broly on that planet, he's like, yeah, he called me Kakarot. Like the arc starts literally right after that. So it's not like a 2 years later, 1 year later kind of thing. No, the pull up happens immediately. Also, there are a lot of, because obviously the Super manga, there are a lot of differences between some of the arcs of, Dragon Ball Super and also the manga, right? We have Super Saiyan Goku Black, Goku doing the Hakai. There's a lot of differences between the anime and the manga. So there could be some of that stuff happening in regards to the moral arc. A lot of speculation because, hey, Super Saiyan 4 is canon now. So there could be a scene in that, it could be a scene where Goku's fighting against Moro and Vegeta goes like, Kakarot, that's not your strongest form. You can go beyond that. And he goes like, you're right, Vegeta. And he goes Super Saiyan 4. That would be cool. Same thing with Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3. Like, we could get some cool anime-only moments based off of Daima and some other things that have been established that I think would go really well with the fans of the series. But let us know your thoughts about that. Genuinely, this was best case scenario. This is how you start your live stream. Out the gate, just like, yes, anime is coming back. So huge W on that front. So after that, we moved on to our game. So this was they were going to announce a new game. So this is Age. It's called Age 1000. Obviously, this is not the official title. This is just a working game project. It's supposed to be slated for 2027. And the trailer featured a character went Super Saiyan, was fighting some grunts or whatever, and that was it. So the character itself, they confirmed during the live stream, this is an original character that was designed by Akira Toriyama. Seemingly, I believe the last original character that he designed before he unfortunately passed away. So there's a lot of, emotions attached to that. So people are speculating Xenoverse 3 because they think it's like, I don't know, them saying that this is original character designed by Akira Toriyama. I don't know if it's like this is what the character creator for like a Saiyan is gonna look like, the base character creator. We just don't know enough. There's just a lot of clickbait titles out there because Xenoverse 3 is just a popular term. So like you're gonna see a lot of people going like, oh, Xenoverse 3 confirmed. Xenoverse 3 confirmed. We don't know, right? So they also said that they started developing this game. So this game has been in development for 7 years. So it's been in the kitchen for a decent amount of time. So more news to come. I don't know. I can't 100% say. I'm 50-50. I don't think it's necessarily Xenoverse 3, just because Xenoverse 2 at this point is such a easy cash cow for them to just continuously pump out DLC. I mean, they literally just released DLC of the game last year. They may drop more, throughout the years, throughout this year as well. So if they're continuously dropping DLC, I don't know if it'd be like, okay, yeah, DLC, continuous DLC for Xenoverse 2. Oh, by the way, this is Xenoverse 3 too. I don't know if that's the case.
I personally think it is. I think it's a spiritual successor to Xenoverse. My theory of what the game is going to be, just from the seconds that we've seen it, I think it's going to take place in the future of like Capsule Corp, far, far in the future, because the year that Goku was born or something like that was like year 720 or something like that.
Yeah, and this is year 1000.
So it's going to take further place in the future. Either a descendant of Bulma and Vegeta, he going Super Saiyan, so he probably has to be. Either a descendant of Bulma, Vegeta, or a person working at Capsule Corp is going through like a simulation of the Dragon Ball story. So it's going to still have that Xenoverse feel of being futuristic with us in our own character and stuff like that. But it's going to be something different in terms of, you know, what it is. And with Goku Black being like a silhouette at the end of that teaser, he'll probably have something to be with the big bad villain of messing with the whole entire thing and stuff like that. Because, you know, he got 1 million clones across the freaking multiverse. So
and time travel. So
that's probably what it's going to be. But that's my thought. It looks like a spiritual successor to Xenoverse.
Yeah, like the character, he looks like he would be a created character. Like he looks like like a base model for like, hey, you want to play as a male Saiyan? This is what he looks like. But we'll have to wait. They did confirm that we should be getting more during the battle hour, which is to be held April 18th to the 19th. So we will see official confirmation whether or not Xenoverse 3 or not. Chris, what are your thoughts? What do you think this is?
I agree with Datra. It is a spiritual successor to Xenoverse in some capacity. I don't think it would necessarily. I think it's weird. Like, I wouldn't be mad at Goku Black being a big bad villain because based on how the anime at least treated him, it was more like, look, he can always come back, even though he was deleted in Trunks' universe. But somebody can always come back years down the line and all of that. I just really hope it is more of an original story instead of, hey, here is this whatever. What is Bulma's family name?
Briefs.
Brief's descendant with Saiyan blood, and he's just out here just, you know, going back in time. I'm like, no, we're good on that. Give us an original character. Give us something original in the Dragon Ball universe that do take place way down the timeline.
Listen, I don't need to experience the Saiyan saga again. I don't need to experience this Frieza saga again. I don't need to experience the Cell saga again. I'm so done with that. Please don't do that.
Give us something very unique. Give us a truly an action-based Dragon Ball type game like Kakarot. Even in just we go from there. Give us something fresh. And if it's a bust, okay, it is what it is. You can chalk it up as an ambitious project that people wasn't receptive because they didn't see Goku. But guess what? You can use Goku Black as the villain because at least you're using the damn face of Goku's here. But I'm very optimistic. It's something fresh, innovative for the series. I ain't mad that they're trying to take something, be ambitious with the dang Dragon Ball license. It's time to do that. You know, they do it with Digimon for all the stuff I see with Digimon. I think the new Digimon game that came out is really freaking popular because they did something very outside the anime and it's very much popular.
Yeah.
What you saying?
No, I was just saying I gotta play that. I want to try it.
Yeah, it's as someone who's played and beat the game. Genuinely, I feel so sorry for Pokemon fans. I feel so sorry for Pokemon fans.
Digimon got a W over Pokemon, man.
There's a gap between the quality of Digimon and the Pokemon game that came out last year. It's that good.
But once again, an ambitious project from Bandai Namco using a series that you got the license for. Use it. Be bold. Try something different. People's going to look at it because it has Dragon Ball in it. So I'm excited in terms of what they're trying to do. Will it execute? It's Bandai Namco. There's no guarantee,
bro. It's like summoning on a gacha game, bro. There's a chance you pull a SSR, and there's a chance you pull a rare. it's how it is. But yeah, I agree. I've already said my thoughts on this. As far as I genuinely do not want a Xenoverse 3. I know I am of the very minority. I understand that there are a lot of people that like Xenoverse, rightfully so. It's a co-op game. You can it's the ultimate fantasy. As a kid, you were like, man, I always wanted to be a Saiyan, or oh man, what happened if I was a Majin Buu? You know what I'm saying? It's that ultimate power fantasy game of creating your character. Like throughout the updates, you can make your Saiyan go Super Saiyan Blue. You can make your Saiyan go Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. You can make your Saiyan go Ultra Instinct, and even Beast. You know, you could make your Saiyan do Beast Gohan stuff. It is a power fantasy game that if for the child in you who is that Dragon Ball fan who wanted to experience something like that, like what if I was in the Saiyan Saga? What if I was in the Frieza Saga? What if I was in the Cell? Like it fits that motif, but unfortunately it has that lower tier Bandai quality, and that's what kind of it turned me off from the game personally. I understand, again, there's a big fan base for Xenoverse. I'm tired. I don't want another Xenoverse 3. I don't. If it's of the quality of Xenoverse 2, miss me with that. However, this game has been in development for just because the game has been in development for a long time does not make it good. But we have to see. Well, I have to see more details. So April, when we get the battle hour and we get more details of the project, maybe we'll get an official name, some gameplay, hopefully not another CGI trailer, and we'll see what happens with that. So moving on, we have Sparking Zero announced that they are getting a big DLC drop, massive DLC.
hey man, all I'm gonna say is this is the full version of the game. This is the full
pretty
version.
much. Pretty much.
real rap. If it's not Daima stuff, the rest of the stuff should have been in this game, bro.
And Daima, they already made Daima DLC.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to all the DLC,
this stuff should have definitely came in, bro, at the beginning of the game.
You giving a Super 17, who I'm a Super 17 stan, by the way. I was like, gee, I'm like, that's probably why I ain't play the game like that. I'm like, ain't Super 17 out on it.
They did that for the memes too. I feel like they understood because the community for the longest time was like, "We're Super 17." Also, the same thing with Bardock too, because they were like, "We're Super Saiyan Bardock," you know. So literally, I feel like they literally they're like, okay, let's just again, you're a nigga, damn, you know. we're giving you these characters. Also, they had a series veteran. I think his name is Hironobu Kageyama. He's a person who sung a lot of Dragon Ball Z theme songs. And it's like that was missing, you know, like when you think about Budokai Tenkaichi, you think about the like a lot of the stuff, like you think of the songs and it's like that was missing from Sparking Zero. So this just feels like a catch up. This feels like an overhaul
this is the full game.
This is the game that should have released when it dropped, I think 2 years ago or whatever at this point. It's too little too late for me at this point, you know. Like I said, this is one of those games that if you take the rose tinted glasses off, it doesn't capture that vibe, man. We'll never get that. It's signs of being an unk, you know, chasing that nostalgia, chasing that childhood feeling that you'll never get. And unfortunately, Sparking Zero just didn't capture that for me. It is a good quality game. Like, if we're looking at it objectively, it is the best Budokai Tenkaichi game ever. And there's no comparison. But that feeling that we had when we played Budokai Tenkaichi 3 or 2 or even 1 back in the day, can't get that again no more, man. Or even Raging Blast. Can't get that feeling no more, man. So is what it is. Let us know your thoughts on that. So moving on, after that, there was a second.
There was more?
No, that was it for the games. Oh. So after that, there was a break, and then we moved on to their next announcement. So basically they announced Dragon Ball Super Beerus. So the voice actor for Beerus came onto stage because people were like, "Oh, we have another special guest." People were saying because Vegeta was not the voice actor for Vegeta wasn't there, so people were speculating that Vegeta was going to come out later on for like another announcement for like a movie or something like that. But Beerus came and basically they announced that this is basically going to be a remaster. So because if you don't know, obviously we have the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie with Beerus, which is I think to this day still a good movie. Then you have the Super anime, trash, right? That was absolutely garbage. It was the way they handled it was terrible. So they basically announced that essentially they wanted to make a version that's more faithful to the original manga. So they want to make, so if you notice that there are a lot of scenes in that basically look like it's enhanced, not necessarily new scenes, but scenes taken from like the anime or even some of the movie stuff where like it's like, oh, it's the same scene, but like they added a little bit more flair, a little bit more touch up. So because a lot of people are saying this is a remake. It's not a remake. They even said it's going to be like, it's more of an enhanced, it's a remaster of the Beerus. I'm there for the new stuff because they did show some Beerus doing some new things in the trailer that they showcased. But as far as like it is coming out this fall, this did nothing for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not like I think this sucks or anything like that. But it's like I'm satisfied with Battle of Gods. You know, like Battle of Gods is a really good movie, and this will be the third time we're getting it reintroduced to Beerus because we had, even though the anime sucked, they did it in an anime, so now we're getting another. Like, again, I want more new stuff. I don't need another. I don't need more Beerus, like beginning Beerus stuff. If you're gonna show me some Beerus stuff, you could even like give us some lore, like the first Super Saiyan guy. Like that would have been dope. You know, like something along those lines where it's like something we don't. I don't know. I'm yapping. So let me know what are your thoughts, Chris and Daytrail, on the situation.
To me, it was unnecessary, but shout out to Toei. You made One Piece seasonal, so you have to keep the crew busy. I understand that. So time they have time. What else is y'all making? It's either One Piece or Dragon Ball stuff. So y'all was like, hey, remake Battle of Gods, G. Remake Resurrection F, G. Hand them another one, G. So please go ahead, do it. It's the deluxe edition. That's all you're doing. You're giving us the deluxe edition of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Keep the crew busy, I guess, G. That's how I
feel. I agree with it when it comes to y'all. I'm like, we want more new things. I agree with that. But I do want to say that I'm excited to see them reanimate the stuff from the anime within like 6 episodes, so they're not going to drag it out like they did in the anime. I do think we're going to see new things in terms of Beerus' character because they showed a lot in the beginning that wasn't necessarily from the movie. So,
yeah, there are a lot of. It seems like they're going to add a lot of new scenes in the show.
Yeah. But I just think now, I think Toei understands what they fan base want to see in animation from the success of Wano to Egghead and stuff that they got in the One Piece anime with all those impact frames and crazy animations that we got since like Gear 5 and also the success of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I think Toei kind of knows what we want to see in like fights and stuff from Dragon Ball. And if it's a show that has to over exaggerate their fights, it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of excited for. And it's on the same lines that I'm trying to redo like the Fishman Island arc for the One Piece show and stuff like that. Like it's just trying to get new fans caught up to speed. And we live in a day and age in which people ain't gonna read it. People don't like watching old stuff. So we might as well show some new stuff in their face. And I'm excited. I'm excited that they said that they're gonna do the whole Super. So I'm excited for the Frieza arc. I'm definitely excited for the Goku Black arc of condensing that.
Yeah,
that's fire. Condensing that arc itself, the Universe 6 versus 7. I'm excited for that. And everybody knows my favorite arc of Super is the Universe Survival Tournament.
Yeah.
Them trimming the fat off some stuff we ain't like to see.
That Tien, that Krillin, that Roshi stuff, get that up out of here.
That's all gonna happen in one episode.
There's rumored to be around 40 episodes, so we might see things that we didn't get to see in the anime even more. So
Can you imagine if they actually make Jiren have a legitimate backstory, like an actual backstory that we could get behind, and not just some bootleg Sasuke slaughter my village and I gotta avenge my clan crap.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. And it's an alley-oop to, we can use him down the line for future Super.
Yeah. Let's actually make Jiren a character.
I want to say one thing about this Dragon Ball stuff. Us as fans are excited. The OGs, the young fans. Toei Animation, Funimation, Akira Toriyama's company, his family, Shueisha, they are excited about the new things about Dragon Ball. But you want to know who was more excited than everybody else? Dragon Ball Legends and Dokkan Battle. They don't have to end service anymore. Because if they wasn't about to get new content, I don't know what was about to happen with that.
I'm almost certain they knew well in advance a lot of the stuff that was going to come, because like a lot of stuff, usually the stuff that gets announced is stuff that they've been in development for like 6 months in advance or something like that. So they probably knew well in advance that we were getting more arc, we're getting more Battle of Gods stuff, we're gonna get more remakes of all of Super. So they probably got a roadmap plan for all of that stuff. But that's a good segue though. So let us know your thoughts on in regards to the Super anime getting revamped. Like I said, I might be in the minority for Beerus. Like I think Beerus and even Resurrection F, I think those movies still hold up. They're still really great movies. Obviously, the anime sucks, but I'm more so in it for like Goku Black and Universal Survival. There's a lot of like the newer Super stuff can definitely be condensed and enhanced for like better quality stuff. So I'm all down for that, but I want to see new stuff. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So after that, so this will be the last thing. There's a lot of other stuff that like this is the last thing I personally cared about before I just stopped watching the live stream, because everything else they had was fusions and all the card game stuff. Missed me with that. So Dokkan Legends and the Gexen Squadra game were slated to come out and have some announcements. So obviously, me, Detro, we play Dokkan. I dabble a bit in Legends. I don't necessarily really care about Gexen Squadron, but I do know that is a fairly popular game that people are playing. These people had the audacity to come out on stage and for 45 minutes or however long they did, these producers came out and was like, okay, guys, they're going to play Gexen Squadra. And depending on what team wins, the respective games will get some pulls in the game. So if you're a Dokkan, you're getting 5 Dragon Stones. Legends, you're getting 100 Chrono Crystals. And Gexen Squadra, you're getting some stuff. Now, if you don't play these games, 5 Dragon Stones is 1 summon, like 1 single. Dragon Ball Legends is 100 Chrono Crystals is one single on that game as well. So you play the game, it's an insult, basically. Like, you wasted 30-45 minutes of my time. And I'm not saying that Gexen Squadron is a bad game or anything, but just some of the most boring stuff I've seen on screen. We were there for because a lot of us were there because, if you don't know, again, if you're living under a rock, Dokkan is coming up on its 11th anniversary. So a lot of us were speculating that they were going to announce, maybe they were going to show some more animations, something like that. Legends was supposed to be announcing a new character, and Gexen Squadra, people were speculating that we're supposed to be getting, I believe, Bardock or something like that. There's a new character that was supposed to be showcased. That didn't happen. They basically were like, hey, producers are going to play this game and you're going to win some crazy awards. And then after that boring crap, they then showcased Legends was like, hey guys, we have Ultra Buhan coming out, which a lot of people are excited for, but you wasted 45 minutes to tell me that you're getting a Buhan card. Miss me with that. And then Dokkan was like, hey guys, we know you're excited for 11th year anniversary. Tune in next week. Like, just it was like all of the momentum that you had from like announcing the anime coming back, you know, new game announcement, you know, Super getting a revamp, all these kind of stuff. You killed a lot of that for me in that mobile game section. It was so bad. Genuinely this could have been an email type of segment. So that's what I say, what I mean by like overall, like if we're going off of hype, then yes, this is great. We have been looking forward to Super coming back since the end of Super. So if we're going based off of base hype, this was absolute. But in terms of like the entirety of the live stream, this was like, especially for it to be 8 hours, obviously there's going to be some drag to it, and not everything is going to hit. But overall, I just think it was just like, what are y'all doing? You know, it's just like, to me, it was just like, and even some of the other stuff that was hype was stuff that's like, you could have gave us more. Like Age 1000, you could have gave us more. The Sparking Zero stuff, again, it's cool, but like Chris said, this is stuff that should have been out when the game came out. So I can't even give you that W. The beer stuff, again, I like it. I'm not mad at it, but it's something that's just like, I would have announced the beer stuff first, and then the next announcement would have been you're getting Super back, you know, just to really tease the fans, like, oh, okay, yeah, we're remaking Super, guys. And then people go like, oh my god, you're remaking Super, but what about? And then the very next anime announcement is it's coming back. Like, I don't know, but that's just me. I know I'm being a little bit of a negative Nancy, but this is coming from someone who, like, I was watching, like, I didn't just watch segments or wait for my favorite content creator to release a 2-minute reaction video to Clip Farm. I like sat there and watched basically almost the whole thing, and it was just like a lot of that stuff could have been condensed, could have been cut out, could have been expanded upon. So overall, I was a little bit disappointed with the entirety of the event, but the hype of Super coming back carries that event to being a W for me. So that's my opinion on it. Chris, what do you have to say before we Chris and Ditcher, what do you have to say before we wrap things up?
They did what they were supposed to do. They pretty much, look, when I think Daytra put it in time like 8 hours, I'm like, damn. Look, they ain't got 8 hours of information to give me, but to be honest, I'm like, gee, damn. Shoot, literally, Goku's voice actor, she got to go to bed, G. That is an old lady, G. She don't need to be out there. That's why they brought her out first. Plus, have the Goku puppet up there.
She stayed for the whole thing.
That's why they had to put her to sleep. She had to take a nap. You gotta look at it like, that bread woke her up, because I'm pretty sure she got a fat paycheck from that. It was like she was on the couch and that skit. The money started. She smelled the money. It was like, oh, time to wake up. Cool. But either way, shout out to Sis though. But either way, they knew the main purpose of it was, look, Super's back, and we got a new game for you guys. It was really just Super's back, and everything else I would not gave a damn about. Everything else was like, dang, okay, I got a steak. Steak is fire. Oh, size is free. Oh, okay, well, just put some bogus ass greens and asparagus on my plate. I don't care. I'm grateful for it. And hey, by the way, it's cool, but this steak was fire. That's what that was. So shout out to them. They did what they were supposed to do. Tell us Super's back, and that's all I give a damn about.
And Trail, what you got?
I'm happy. I turned 30 this year. It's one of those things that, it's kind of like you flipping over, you enter a new stage of life. A lot of people get mad at getting older. And I thought to myself, man, I am getting older. I got to start selling down, finding some things, you know what I'm saying? Putting my seed in random women.
Whoa.
But I found out that
I endorse that.
I found out that this is my year. And people will be like, how? You ain't God's favorite. And I'm like, I know we're all God's favorite. But you niggas didn't get JoJo's and Dragon Ball, your two favorite anime, announced at the same time. So, to be honest with you, I might not be God's favorite, but I'm probably is on his call go through on the do not disturb list. So, I appreciate how Dragon Ball came back, and it seems like it's here to stay, to tell you the truth. It felt like we opened a new chapter in the book. They respected Akira Toriyama in every single way they possibly can. And I hope they continue to do that. I hope they put some more respect on my homie Toyotoro, because he gonna need it. Because when everything go bad, they're not gonna look at Funimation. They're gonna look at you, nigga. So, and they didn't say anything about the manga, but hopefully the manga comes back.
That would have been another really hype thing if they were like the manga is continuing as well. That'd be so great.
Yeah, but I still think that's up in like litigation hell or something like that. So
yeah.
But if it do come back, and it needs to come back, because we gotta finish that god darn Black Frieza arc.
Yeah, you can't just end of Dragon Ball cannot be Frieza's the most powerful person in the universe.
Again.
You're gonna have to see me if that's the case. You're gonna have to see me.
But okay, yeah. So all in all, again, I know I said I had a lot of criticism, and I'm so excited for the future of Dragon Ball. We got a lot to look forward to, not only this year, but next year. We eating. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're eating. No matter what, from the game, from the anime to even the card collecting stuff. If you're into that, you have a full course meal of content awaiting for you in the future. So let us know how you thought about the entirety of the Genki Damatsuri stream, and what were some of your favorite announcements and some of the things that you're looking forward to. Let us know in the comment section down below. So all that being said, guys, we're going to wrap things up for this episode. So, once again, in regards to anything we talked about, we want to interact with you guys. We want to engage with you. So please engage with us and share the video too. For all your other fellow nerds, if they're interested in any of the topics that we discussed, let them know. 3 Black Kings of Chicago, we doing it, and we doing it well. And with all that being said, guys, again, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not, and be on the lookout for all of our other content that we drop as we drop it on the channel. And with all that being said, guys, God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time.